we need to talk about is what's coming up here at 141 pounds of the finals with Doug Surra of West Liberty coming in 31-3. And Raymond Dunning of Adams State, a senior, coming in now with 3 wins on the tournament, 32-7. Dunning hailing from Nashville, Tennessee, while Doug Surra from Kersey, Pennsylvania. Surra is a 2-time All-American, placing 7th last year and 4th the year before that. He's the East Region champion at 141 pounds. Has won over 100 matches in his career. As we're set to go, you've seen Adams State once already in this championship finals tonight, as Dunning will have the black and the green and the white for the Grizzlies of Adams State. He'll be green on the scoreboard, while Doug Surra in the black and gold for the Hilltoppers of West Liberty State College. Dunning, a 3-time All-American, placing 6th and 3rd, both at 133 pounds, 108 career wins, while Surra has 107. And right now we're going to see some action. Surra bear hugging on the edge. 30 seconds gone by here in the opening period.
Got to like that position, Jason. Wish that was in the center of the mat, kind of that body-like position there, bear hug. If they can get into those situations again, we can see this scoreboard get lit up real quick. 2:15 to go in this first period. Still 0-0.
Your officials, Ben Miller of Sandia Park, New Mexico, and Fred Feeney of Dublin, Ohio. No scoring. Here in the opening minute of the action at 141 pounds with Dunning and Surra. And Surra with the red anklet and the gold singlet for West Liberty State. In West Virginia, while Adams State in Colorado. Alamosa to be exact. Not too far of a drive from Surra from his home state of Pennsylvania down to West Virginia. We mentioned this on the broadcast. Of course, his father, a Pennsylvania State House representative. And Surra's going to score the first 2 points of the match with a nice double leg takedown. So 1:20 gone by. Doug Surra holding a 2-0 lead. Now a 1-point escape for Raymond Dunning. Now 2-1. 1:13 remaining here in the first period. 141 pounds. Surra advanced over former All-American Colby Robinson of Central Oklahoma in the opening round before beating J.R. Baker of Upper Iowa 15-8. Picked up a sudden victory. I guess we can say those words back to back. A sudden victory win over Mario Morgan of the University of Nebraska Omaha in the semifinals. While Dunning picked up a fall over John Putman of Minnesota State Mankato before knocking off Jeremy Parker of Limestone in the quarters, and then had a major decision over Adam Whetstone of UPJ 14-3 in the semifinals to reach the finals. Now Surra again blasting on the double. This time Dunning was waiting for it, threw in a whizzer and defended nicely. Now working with overhook grip, now to a front headlock. 15 seconds remaining, first period. Pretty good family bloodline with the Dunnings. His brother Whit wrestles at Army. A scramble on the edge. Dunning trying to throw. Surra stops it, counters, and gets a 2-point takedown on the edge to take a 4-1 lead heading into the second period.
Jason, you know what I liked about what Surra did with that first takedown was he shot in, got the single, switched off to a double, and he finished quick. So many times we see these shots where they get on the single leg and they don't finish right away. Best way to get a takedown, finish split in a split second.
And we're going to start neutral here in the second period. So Surra with a takedown on his own accord in the early going, and then counters a Dunning throw attempt on the edge late in the first period. So a 4-1 lead for Doug Surra of West Liberty State. 1:35 remaining here in the second period.
Adams State has 3 finalists in this competition, sent 3 to the semis. All three got to the finals, and Adams State also has some interesting tradition. Chuck Jean, two-time NCAA champion for Iowa State, transferred there, was an NAIA champion.
Interesting note about Dunning this season, he's undefeated against Division II opponents and has been ranked #1 all year. But he's trailing right now 4-1 with a minute to go in the second period against Doug Surra, the Eastern Regional Champion from West Lib. Under a minute to go. Riding time, of course, not a factor. So those two takedowns Surra scored. One was at the end of the period, the other a quick double, and Dunning was quickly out. So 4-1 your score, second period. Dunning looking like he was going to a knee and try to go for a low ankle attempt. Surra closed the gap. Threw in a hook, defending nicely. And we'll reset with 23 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Tell you, I'd like to see Surra get back to what he did earlier. Got to the offense, was able to get to a shot clean, just has not attempted that in this second period. But right now, the onus falls on Dunning. He's the one that has to get after it. He's down by 3 points. 5 seconds to go in the second period. He has some big catching up to do in the third.
And we'll go out of bounds with 1 tick remaining on the clock here in the second period. And Doug Surra holding on to a 4-1 lead. Dunning has the choice. And he's going to take top. So Surra knew Dunning was tough on top. That's why he avoided him by taking neutral in the second period. So Dunning needs to score. Let's see what he can do from the top position.
I like this choice. He hasn't been able to do it on his feet. In 2 periods, this is the one area that you know that he is good. We'll see if he can get a turn.
Immediately to a tight crab ride. Surra trying to slip through. Almost had a reversal. Dunning hanging on. Throws in the leg to recover. Now working back to his offensive base. Looks like he's trying to throw a leg in and stretch Surra out. As Surra tripods up, we've got a stalemate, 1:30 to go. Adams State fans didn't like the call or the quick stoppage. And we got injury time for Surra.
Jason, from what I saw there, even though he chose the top position, I'm not sure that there was enough there that warrants that he's going to be able to get a turn in this third period.
Well, we've gone 30 seconds. In this situation, it's only going to take him 5 to get the 3 points he needs to tie the match up. And then, of course, a strong ride to get the riding time advantage, as he's got 25 seconds right now with 1:30 to go. Of course, in collegiate wrestling, you get 1 minute and 30 seconds of injury time. Basically 1 free stoppage. The second one, your opponent has choice. The third one, you're done, whether you're out of time or not.
But if Surra makes an aggressive move here, right off the whistle, we saw early on that he has the explosion to get out. I think he has to do it within the first 10 seconds. If not, I think it could be a long period for Surra.
1 minute and 30 seconds on the restart. Dunning rolling through with that tight ride. Hard to see from the vantage point what type of offensive maneuvering he's doing. He's probably hand fighting there underneath. Definitely trying to throw in a leg. One minute remaining. Riding time creeping up towards 1 minute. Dunning trying to clear his wrists. And we got another stalemate. 56 seconds remaining, a 4-1 lead. 59 seconds of riding time.
And Jason, even though he's riding him hard right now, he has not been close to scoring. He's going to have to do a lot more in order to get that 3 points he needs to win this match.
Looks like he favors it, kind of a cheap tilt to that right side. Of course, Surra being from Pennsylvania knows all about defending cheap tilts.
Dunning doing a great job in the top position, just has not been able to get him over. We have a stall call here on bottom, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
30 seconds going. Dunning just trying anything he can to try to hip Surra away from that very flexible base he has created. There's a stalemate. Dunning just kind of looking over at the clock, questioning what the heck's going on here. Right, 4-1 lead. You see the 1 minute and 36 seconds. That's going to give Dunning an extra point at the end of the match, but 18 seconds to go. Surra out up to his feet for a 1-point escape. Now backing up. 1-point escape, so now 5-1 for Surra with 9 seconds to go. We have a caution on Dunning.
And Jason, he did it with an explosive move. He got out. It's 5-1.
Stall warning on Surra. That'll give Dunning a point and an extra point for riding time, so it's going to be 5-3 your final, but your national champion is going to come from West Liberty, Doug Surra.
Surra didn't want to go underneath in the second period, and we saw why. He was ridden for most of that third period, was able to get that escape, and all he had to do was make it a track meet. He was your NCAA champion at 141 pounds.
See Surra running across the mat to shake the hand of the opposing coach. National champion Doug Surra, West Liberty, closing out his college career on the top of the podium. We'll jet over to the awards here at 133 pounds momentarily.